Hi guys, so today I'm so excited to bring you this video. I've been wanting to do this video on how to change your life in the last 3 months of the year. So this is something that weighs heavy on me every year. The last couple months of the year, when September is coming to an end, October is coming to a beginning, I tend to reflect and think about all the goals that I set for myself that whole year and the ones I haven't accomplished, which most of the time it's pretty much all of them I haven't accomplished by October, and I'm super upset and I feel like I did nothing, I wasn't productive with my year, all of that. So basically I always have this idea of like, okay, I have 3 months left of the year. I have October, November, December. I could really change my life in these 3 months so that I don't go into January being upset, setting the same resolutions as last year, the same goals I have all year, and just pretty much being upset. So I really want to share this with you guys because I feel like this could change a lot of people's lives. We have to change our daily habits in order to accomplish our goals, no matter what type of goals they are in the world. So I really just want to do this video and help anybody out there, even one person, and just motivate myself as well, because we can change everything we're doing this moment. We can change right now. We can change in the morning. You can say you want to change Monday. You can say you want to change October 1st. But 3 months is a very long time. We can honestly hit all the goals that we want to hit in 3 months. So imagine the feeling of going into the new year, it's January 1st, and you go to make your goals, your resolutions, whatever you want to call them, and you're already ahead of the game. You're already in motion, you already have your momentum going. You might not be exactly at your goal, the ultimate goal, but you should be pretty far along by then. So I just want to do this video and help anyone I can, basically. I feel like this is so important because a lot of people tend to give up at the end of the year, especially with like weight in the gym. You know, it's the end of the year, it's all the holidays, it's all the parties, it's traveling. So a lot of people just pretty much say, okay, after September, they give up, you know, mid-October, they give up, and they're like, you know, I'll start in January. I'm going to be a new person. I'm going to start new habits. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. It never happens because we're not changing our daily habits. So I hope this video is not too long. I pretty much have 4 pages of notes. So I'm gonna try to structure this in a great organized way so that I'm not just like rambling on. If I am rambling, feel free to like fast forward, but let's get into this, okay? So first, let's talk about the steps in order to accomplish what we want to accomplish. Sometimes we're really unhappy and we're doing the same thing every single day and we don't know why we're unhappy and why we're not seeing change, why we're not accomplishing our goals, and it's because we're doing the same thing, like I said. So I'm guilty of this. I'm unhappy. Let's take my weight loss, for example. Just in general, like my health, I'll eat the same exact things every day. I'll do the same workouts, I'll do the same thing every day, and I'll wake up unhappy every day, and I'll wonder why I'm miserable, why I'm unhappy, why I'm not seeing changes. But it's like, look at your actions. What you're doing is not reflecting your goals, and you're doing the same thing expecting a different result. Obviously, we all know that's insanity. That's not going to help us. So we first need to take responsibility and acknowledge the things that we're doing. Sometimes it's very hard to be honest with ourselves and understand that like we're the problem. Sometimes you feel like, you know, certain things happen to you and you can't control them, and we really have to just be honest with ourselves. Like, are our daily habits in alignment with how we want to be? Is what we're doing daily in alignment with our goals and where we want to be in life, what we want to accomplish? Like, we really have to look at that. I just want to mention that I'm doing this video to help as many people as I can, but I am also doing this to motivate myself because I have these thoughts at the end of every year, and a lot of the times I start off on a good roll. In November, December, I'm doing good, I'm losing weight, I'm trying to like hit my goals, but I end up just giving up. So don't think that I'm sitting here and I have it all figured out and I'm like preaching to you guys what to do, because we're in this together. I am following these steps as well, so like we'll get into that later, but I don't want you to think that I'm just sitting here like speaking. Like I'm talking, but I'm also speaking to myself, if that makes any sense. I came up with 7 steps in order for us to figure this out and accomplish our goals and just really set up a plan to have us achieve everything we want to achieve by the end of the year. And even if we're not there, like have us be on such a good roll and have new habits and just feel like a new person by the new year. Let's do this. So our first step is to figure out what's disturbing you. Figure out why you're unhappy. Like, what do you want to change? How do you want your life to look? What does the person you want to be look like? Just write everything down, analyze your life, write everything down that's disturbing you, write everything down you're unhappy with, write everything down that you want to change. We really have to be honest with ourselves and just really look deep and just see what we're unhappy with, because a lot of the times we're unhappy and we don't even know why, and we don't ever take the time to check in with ourselves and figure out what's going on and what's making us so unhappy or what's holding you back from your goals, because obviously we're the only ones holding ourselves back. Step 2 is mapping out all of your goals. Get a sheet of paper, get your notepad on your phone and write it all down. It's very important to write things out. I'm very old-fashioned and I like having like a big notebook and I write everything out. The notepad is great when you're on the go and you want to like, you know, write down thoughts so you don't forget them. But I really like just taking a notebook, a sheet of paper and a pen. Be old-fashioned, okay? Forget it's 2019 and write everything down. When you write something down, it's important for you because your mind processes it differently than you're just typing on a phone. So you want to write it down, and when you write it down, you're like reading it to yourself or you're saying it out loud and your mind processes it a little different. It does go into your subconscious, so the things that you want are going to be embedded in you already. So these goals that you're writing down, they could be super small, like I want to make my bed every morning when I wake up, I want to go to the gym 3 times a week, or they could be really big goals, like I want to change my career, I want a new job, I want to get out of debt, I want to pay off a credit card, I want to save for a home. Like these goals can be anything that you want. No one else is going to be a part of this. This is so personal. This is just for you. So like, don't be embarrassed what the goals are, you know? Like I have so many goals that like I don't really like to talk about or I don't like to mention because I feel like they're stupid, but it's not stupid. Like this is what makes you happy, and that's the goal in life, is to be happy. So even if it's something so stupid and small, like for me, I want to get the veins on the back of my knees removed. Like people are like, what's wrong with you? Like what? It's something small, but that's personal to me. That's like something that I want. It's something very small, but you get the point. Step 3 is going to be to break down your goals. So once you have all your goals written down, small and big, everything you want, it doesn't have to be every single thing that you have to have it done by January 1st. That's not what this is. We're just trying to get everything in motion and make a ton of progress towards our goals. So once you have all those mapped out and written down, we want to break these down by category. When we break down our goals, we can break them down into health and body, money, personal desires, career and work, relationships, and material things. I feel like a lot of us always say like, oh, material things don't matter and like we don't need anything in life, we just want to be happy. But at the end of the day, there's material things that all of us want. So I think that it's important to make it a category. It doesn't mean you have to get everything on the list or that, you know, you're gonna go broke trying to do that. That's not what we're doing. But I think that it's very important to write out everything in a category because it makes it easier for us to process and digest. So what I like to do is get a list and write down the ultimate goals. Then I break this down. So I'm just gonna use weight loss as an example because I feel like this is common for a lot of people. A lot of people want to lose weight and it's one of my goals. So it's something that I can give you guys as an easy example. So if my ultimate goal is to lose 30 pounds, then I want to break this down. What is my goal for the 3 months? What do I think I can achieve within the 3 months we have left of the year? So say I tell myself, I think I can lose 20 pounds from October till January 1st for those 3 months. So what I want to do is take the goal. Like I said, it doesn't have to be weight loss for you guys. Whatever goal you have, take your ultimate goal, then see how far you want to get in these 3 months. Then we break it down into monthly goals, weekly goals, and daily goals. This way, it's very achievable because sometimes you have a goal so big like lose 50 pounds, pay off all my debt, which is like, however much debt you have, or like pay off a credit card, save 50,000 for a house. Whatever the goal is, it can seem so overwhelming like you're never gonna get there. So the key is to break this down into smaller goals so that this can be achievable. Once you get through the breakdown process, then you ultimately get to your daily goals, which means these are setting our daily habits. So if you're accomplishing your list for your daily goals, that means if you hit your daily goal every day, you will hit your weekly goal. And if you hit your weekly goal every week, you will hit your monthly goal. If you hit your monthly goal, then for the 3 months, you will hit your 3-month goal. Does that make sense? I know it's kind of like redundant, but we really just need to break this down for ourselves in order to know that this is achievable and have a really good plan set in place. You will not fail if you write out this plan and you do exactly what you say that you're gonna do. A little thing I want to share with you is something that Tony Robbins talks about. So you make small commitments to yourself so that you get used to achieving your goals. You make small goals and you hit these small goals. Doesn't matter what it is. It could be the tiniest thing, but once you're hitting these small goals, then you're actually doing what you say you're gonna do. And then in that case, when you set a bigger goal, then you automatically know like, oh, I'm gonna do this because I said I'm gonna do it, so then I'm gonna achieve this. Okay, so step 5 is just reiterating what I just said. This is where you break down all of your goals into daily, weekly, monthly, ultimate goal. So you want to make sure that your daily goals are achievable. If your schedule is crazy and you say you're gonna work out for 3 hours, you're gonna start a business, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that, like that's not achievable. So write down things for your daily checklist that are actually doable, that you can achieve every single day, and then you get the momentum going. For step 6, you want to see what tools you need to accomplish your goals, or what tools that you already have that could be helpful to you. For example, if your goal is weight loss, you want to make sure that you download MyFitnessPal so that you can track all of your food and your macros in there. If you want to start working out more, or your goal is to go to the gym 4 days a week, like do you have a gym membership? Are you going to work out at home? Are you going to go hiking? Are you going to work out outside? Figure out the tools and the items that you need to accomplish your goals. Just a small tip, I know everyone probably already uses this, but my calendar that syncs to my iPhone and my laptop is one of the best tools I could possibly have. I have mine color coded and broken down and organized into categories. I have my husband's schedule that I run. I have my personal schedule. I have my YouTube schedule, and I have my workout schedule, and then I have my food/weight, which is a certain color. For example, I'll put the goal of how much I want to weigh on that day, or I'll put like what eating am I doing on that day. I'll do like I want to eat raw this day, I want to fast this day. So if you do that, that's going to keep you super organized, and you're going to have it on your phone. You can set alerts and reminders with the calendar, so things will pop up and remind you, and you'll just really hold yourself accountable. For our last step, step 7, we want to figure out what motivates us. What is causing us to feel like we need to change? If you always remember the reason why you're doing something, it's gonna be easier to stick with it. You can't just name all these goals, just be like, oh, I just wanna be happy, I wanna do this, this, and that. Like, no, you're not gonna accomplish your goals if you're doing that. Also, you wanna use images to remind yourself of your goals, like create a mini vision board. If you guys don't already have vision boards, you can find videos on them. I'll probably do one at the end of this year, but you can make a little vision board, or you can put Post-its up on your bathroom mirror, Post-its at work. I like to customize my lock screen on my iPhone. So how I do that, just a little quick tip, I'll find an image that I really like for example, right now on my phone, you can kind of see it. I got a photo of like pink clouds. Then I just went into Snapchat and I got the cursive text, and I can, like you could pick your color, you could edit it, and I just wrote out kind of like my top 4 or 5 things that I want to do. I change up my screensaver on my phone pretty much like once a month. You just put things that you want to like embed in your brain, because how many times a day do you pick up your phone? Like we pick it up a lot. We see the background a lot, whether you're realizing it or noticing it or not, it's embedded. Like your subconscious is seeing this. So you want to create like visuals, whether it's a list, whether it's photos, if it's like your body goal, whether it's like a car you want, a house you want, you know, law of attraction stuff. I don't know if you guys are familiar with law of attraction. I'm sure most of you are. If not, you can research it. There's a lot of great videos on it. I highly recommend watching The Secret documentary if you don't have an intro to law of attraction. It's a little complicated to understand at first if you've never heard about it or you don't have that way of thinking. But trust me, you will kind of like brainwash yourself and your mind will catch on. You have to be in control of your mind and tell your mind what to do. So I just try to visualize, how am I gonna feel when I get to my goal? Like, how will my life look like? Just write down everything that possibly can come to your mind. And once you have your reason why and you have your images, then everything can be a lot easier, so that when you have difficult times during the 3 months when you're trying to accomplish your goals, you can just remind yourself, like, no, I wanna look like this, so I'm not gonna go, you know, eat IHOP or whatever it is you eat. I don't know why I said IHOP, because who eats IHOP, but you get what I'm saying. Like, it will keep you more accountable and make sure that you stick to your goals. I also want to mention that when you're bettering yourself and you're making yourself happier, that reflects on how we treat others. Because if we don't feel good about ourselves, or we don't feel good in general, we're not gonna treat others nice or have positive energy, any of that. So when we're taking better care of ourselves and we're bettering ourselves, we're hitting our goals, we're feeling ourselves, we're like, yes, you know, you're gonna treat other people better. And you're gonna give off such a positive energy, such a different vibe. And then when someone is treated nicer, or they're having a bad day and you come across and you're being super sweet to them, or you have positive energy, then they're gonna give off positive energy. You're gonna change their mood. And that's gonna just help all of us, because everyone that we come in contact with is gonna feel our positive energy. And when people see us accomplishing our goals and working hard towards something, working on ourselves, looking better, feeling better, they're gonna be inspired, and they're gonna also wanna change. They're gonna also wanna better themselves. So it's kind of like a chain reaction where you're bettering yourself, you're putting out positive vibes, the next person's gonna see that, they're gonna put out positive vibes, they're gonna better themselves, just gonna like help everyone around us. And we need to really be conscious of that, because sometimes, I know from me too, I do this, when I'm in a bad place, sometimes I probably am not as nice. I really try hard, even if I'm depressed, if I'm having the worst day ever, I try to smile at people, I try to talk to people, ask them how their day was, but sometimes it just doesn't go off that way. People can feel your energy, you know? So I feel like it's gonna help all of us by bettering ourselves and focusing on ourselves. Also, what we need to think about is, how are people that are successful, how are celebrities, how are people that already achieved their goals, people that you look up to, what are they doing to achieve that? Like, what are their daily goals? It takes a lot of sacrifice to hit your goals. You have to give up certain things, you have to work hard, you have to wake up earlier. So if you have someone that you look up to, or someone that has the career that you want, or an athlete or a celebrity, look at what they're doing. Watch interviews, look at their Instagram, see whatever they're doing, and try to look at their daily goals. Like, athletes will wake up and they will work out. They will be up before the sun comes up. They'll work out for 5 hours. They'll eat a certain way. Like Tom Brady, he eats raw vegan when he's not playing football, so that way he keeps himself in the best shape. You get what I'm saying. So look at whoever you look up to or has the goals accomplished already that you want to accomplish, and look at their daily habits and see what they're doing. You don't need to compare yourself, but just see the kind of things that they're doing to achieve what they want to achieve. An app that I use that I want to mention is called Trello. I will put a little screen recording here, and this is a great thing if you've already written down all your goals but you want to keep them with you. You can use this app and have your ultimate goals and have them broken down into the categories like I mentioned. I use this. I have health, I have career, I have everything that I want on there. So I try to just look at this daily and remind myself and see how far I've gotten and stay on track with it. Also, another couple of little tools to help you accomplish what you want to accomplish is, Within your daily goals, you could write out your morning routine, write out your nighttime routine. You can write down a daily vision statement. I can go more in depth into this later, but a daily vision statement is basically you writing all of your goals and who you want to be, but in the present tense. So you could say like, I'm so happy now that I weigh 140 pounds. I'm so happy now that I have a job of blah, blah, blah. So like what you want to do is read that to yourself every morning when you wake up or before you go to bed. And then you're just basically going to accomplish all those things because they're in your subconscious, and your mind doesn't know what's true and what's not. So if you're telling yourself, I'm so happy I'm 140 pounds, even if you're 200 pounds, eventually your body will catch up to your mind, and that's gonna be your real life. So that's another great thing that can also help you. I know for me, when I first learned about the law of attraction, I think I was probably 21 and I worked at a recording studio, and one of the producers that was there, shout out to Tricky, he always talked about The Secret, and I had no idea anything about The Secret. I didn't understand it. I had the book and I kept trying to read the book because I heard so many people talking about it even before then. And the book was not making sense to me because my whole life, the whole 21 years, I'd been thinking a certain way. So I read the book, nothing clicked for me. I watched the documentary, and then I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. And I said I got it, but I probably didn't really understand. And then I also read The Power, which is the second version to The Secret. That will change your life. Every time I've reread that, everything that I wanted to happen happened to me instantly. Like I'm talking within 1 week to a month. So around that time, I made a list and I said, by 25, I'm gonna have this car, I'm gonna be married, I'm gonna have a dog, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Mind you, I was talking to my husband the other day, I'm now 31. I realized that everything I had written on that list that I wanted to accomplish by 25, I had accomplished all of that by 27. So the age obviously doesn't matter. When you accomplish things doesn't matter, but I just want you guys to realize how important it is to write down your goals and keep fighting towards them, even if it's in the subconscious that your subconscious is like thinking about it or you're attracting it, it's going to happen. So we just need to always remind ourselves of what we want and not what we don't want. So I obviously don't know exactly what your goals are, so I'm just giving you guys examples of what I do if my goal is this or my goal is that, so that you can kind of get inspired and think of new ideas of, you know, what you could do towards your goals. So just for an example, I know the end of the year, I travel a lot. It's always like going places, eating food, making food, going back home, eating all the good food. You know what I mean? So I make sure that I always do a workout challenge at the end of the year. So this will be like leading up to Thanksgiving, leading up to Christmas. I do a workout challenge. I mentioned this in another video. I do like a little fitness app. It's called Bodies by Rachel. So it's basically a 6-week to 8-week program where you have a different workout every day. They give you a meal plan, or you can choose like your macros and your calories. But my point being is that I make sure that I sign up for these, because if I'm doing one of these challenges, I paid for it. It's not that much money, but it's like the point of it. I'm on a challenge and I'm accountable to send my photos to these people. And you know, when I do that, I'm not gonna miss the gym. So every time I'm on this challenge, I try to stay on these year round, because the gym's not really an issue for me. It's more of like my food allergies and what I'm eating that is an issue. But when I stay on these challenges, I work out 6 and 7 days a week, sometimes multiple times a day. When I'm not on them, maybe I work out 3-4 days a week, and I kind of like half-ass my workout, you know, at the gym. Maybe I'll go on the treadmill, I'll be on the bike, on my phone, scrolling, whatever. So for example, if that is something that's your goal, is to be in the gym or to lose weight, make sure you sign up for a challenge like that, or buy an ebook. Do something like that for yourself that's gonna make sure that you're in the gym. So for example, you know, if health is like your goal, but it's not necessarily like weight loss, this or that, whatever. At least if you're eating bad for the holidays or you're traveling, at least if you're working out every day, you're gonna feel a lot better and you're still gonna be getting closer to your goals. Just another idea, if you're someone that wants to be healthier or you want to lose weight and you're a really busy person, you can always do a meal delivery, or you could plan out the meals you're going to eat, write down your grocery list, meal prep every week. Just make sure you put that in your weekly goals to make sure that you're accomplishing that. I've been struggling a lot for like a while, mostly with my health and depression and like mental health and stuff like that. It's just like something really weird to talk about, but I'm glad that it's more of like a normal thing to be talked about and shared nowadays. But I've been struggling with a lot, and something I was reflecting on was that there was a time like right after I got married when I like gained weight. I didn't know what I was doing. You know, I was just kind of like lost, like I'm married now, like, you know, just like didn't know what to do. So I gained weight, and I was having problems with my foot and with my knee. I kept getting injured and not being able to move. Like that's a whole nother story. But my point is, during that time, I wrote a list and I said, okay, if I'm injured and I can't work my knee, work my foot, what workouts can I do? You know, when I have all my food allergies and like I feel like I can eat nothing. So I write down, okay, what can you eat? You can have this, 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 and that. So then if you write down the things you can do and what you can have, as opposed to feeling overwhelmed and, you know, being stopped by something, then you're focusing on, okay, I can do this. Like, yes, it sucks that I'm injured. Yes, it sucks I have food allergies, but like, here's what I can do in the meantime. So you have something that's getting in your way or something that's stopping you, just write down what you can do and focus on that, so that moving forward, you're not caught up in like giving up because you have a few things going wrong. So I watched this YouTube video a while ago. I believe it was this girl, Sam. I don't know her last name, but I used to love watching her videos. And I watched a video and she was talking about accomplishing goals. So what you want to do if you are into this is you take your notepad, you write down your big picture goal. Then you write down your limiting belief. Like what things are stopping you? What things are in your way? Like what things do you believe that are against your goal? Like for example, for me, if my goal is weight loss, one of my limiting beliefs is I'm going to continue getting injured. I'm not going to be able to work out. I can't eat anything because of my food allergies. Those are all my limiting beliefs. Then what you want to do is rewrite your story. List what you can do, like I mentioned before. Write out your priority list of everything that you're able to do, and make sure that you add these into your daily checklist so that you're constantly reminding yourself. Also, if one of your goals has to do with finances, sometimes our mind and the way we were raised, the way we think about money can be very limiting and stopping the flow of money or causing you to not accomplish your financial goals. A really good book I was listening to on Audible was You Are a Badass at Making Money. It's like a green cover. It's a second one to You Are a Badass. It's basically just talking about changing your mind on how you think about money. There's a few things I wrote down from the book. These are some things that you can include in your daily statement, or just things to read out loud to yourself if you're struggling, with your finances or your financial goals. One of them says, I love money because I love myself. You can list reasons you deserve money. Beautiful things you can have thanks to money. Awesome experiences you can have thanks to money. How will you having money benefit other people in life? So those are just a few things. If you're into the book, look at the book. My whole goal of this video is just to help everyone that I possibly can. I just want us to stop making excuses and change our daily habits so that we can once and for all accomplish whatever goals we want to accomplish. Sometimes I can tell you better than I can do myself. I have a lot of really great ideas, but sometimes I don't implement them in my own life. I stop myself. I think that it's too hard or that I can't do it, or I get too frustrated, I get too depressed, and I kind of like give up. So I have like the best ideas and I can tell you better than I can show you most of the time. But I am gonna do this for the remaining part of the year. It's about to be October pretty soon, so I'm gonna do this for all my goals and make sure that I'm accomplishing everything that I want to accomplish and really push myself. I just want it to be known that you guys can make so much progress in 3 months. 3 months is actually a long time. Think about what you're gonna accomplish in a week. Think about what you could possibly do. Like if you don't have time to do everything on your daily checklist, maybe you have 2 days off of work and you can include things for your weekly checklist of things you can do on those days. You could read a whole book in a day. You can lose probably like 2 to 5 pounds a week depending on how big you are, like what your weight loss goal is. Like we can accomplish so much. We can do this. Like 3 months is a long time. That's a quarter of a year. And I just want to motivate you guys. Don't give up at the end of the year. Like we can really do this. If we change our thoughts, we can change our life, okay? Like if you don't think 3 months is a long time, let me tell you something. I had been wanting to start my YouTube channel for a long time, like a long time. Okay, my husband bought me my camera and my lens and all my camera equipment in October of 2017. I didn't post my first video until August of 2019. So that's almost 2 full years where I didn't do it. I was holding myself back. I was scared. I wasn't sure that was what I wanted to do, so on and so forth. But let me tell you, if you just look from August to September, in 1 month, I posted 14 videos. I posted a video 3 times a week. I went from doing nothing for so long about it because I was so hesitant to doing that in 1 month. And I'm still going. I'm keeping that momentum going. So if I could do that after going through everything I've went through and dealing with depression, dealing with all this crap I've been dealing with, you can do it. I accomplished that in 1 month, 14 videos from going 2 years with nothing. You can do this. I hope that I didn't ramble too much. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and you got something from it. You were inspired from it. Even if you're not gonna do all the things that I mentioned, I just hope that it sparks something in you to be able to do something and better yourself, accomplish your goals. Self-care is a form of self-respect, and we need to treat ourselves better than we treat anyone else. We need to put ourselves first so that we can be better for other people. So if you want to do this challenge with me, I'm calling it my little challenge, my 3-month challenge. New you before new year, okay? If you want to do this with me, leave a comment down below and let me know what you're doing. Let me know what goals you want to accomplish if you're comfortable sharing them, or just let me know that you're doing the challenge with me. That way we can support each other in the comments. If you're doing this, and even if there's 5 of us doing this together, we can comment down below and support each other and really make this a positive thing. And also, if you enjoyed this, then make sure you share the video or share the idea with somebody else. I really want to spread positivity and change. This video was so important to me to film because it's something that's on my heart every year, and I really feel like for my personal goals, I've been accomplishing more goals since July than I did the whole first part of the year. So I want to keep this going. I want to help you guys any way I can. If you have any questions about anything, or you want me to elaborate more about something, you need more ideas, just leave me a comment down below or send me an email. I would love to talk to anybody who wants to do the challenge with me. And I also am going to have a video coming about getting back on your routine when you fell off, or you were traveling, or you were sick. It's kind of the best time for me to film this because I fell off of my diet and I fell off because I got sick and I couldn't work out. So enough rambling. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this, and leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. Until next time, thank you so much for watching.